Hi, welcome back to the Bio Break podcast. I'm your host, Ben, and I am here with Jack and our guest, Nathan. How are you guys?
Well, how you doing today, Ben?
I'm doing great. So, a little disclaimer before we get back into this. I'm babysitting my niece. She's in the next room over. If she starts crying, I may have to mute and go tend to her, but I'm sure Jack and Nathan can handle the podcast for a couple minutes.
No.
No? Don't think so?
No, everything will
You'll come
catch on
back
fire.
to a giant, glorious blaze.
Yeah.
You know what? I would
There will, instead of us, there will just be a fire tornado.
You know, when we were preparing for this episode, I went to go make coffee, and I came back, and our kind of information sheet had all kinds of hyperlinks and stuff on it. So, they're not lying. Anyways, so guys, Thanksgiving was last week. It was a couple of days ago. How did it go? Any stories? Anything interesting happen, or just good food?
Just the same old, same old. Great
good
food, great family.
Yeah, it's about what mine was. All right, so Thanksgiving was great. Jack, you mentioned earlier you had something you wanted to talk about before we get into the gaming side of things.
Yeah, have you ever heard of the Sentinelese?
I have briefly heard of them, not much, but I heard of them. I don't know anything about them.
Well, luckily for you, I have a notepad with a whole bunch of notes here.
All right.
There are people that live in the North Sentinel Island in the Bay of Bengal in India. They're an uncontacted people, though there have been multiple attempts. Most of them ending up with the contactors with an arrow in the knee.
Gosh dang it! I thought we were in what are the Sentinelese? Is what you said they were?
Yeah.
Why are we in Skyrim now? Anyways, go ahead.
Everyone knows Skyrim is a tropical paradise. At least with mods, anyways.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead.
So they're in the news this week, and I think last week as well, because a 27-year-old evangelist tried to convert the natives to Christianity.
I thought I saw something about that. How'd that end for him?
Not well.
Not well?
He's dead now, as you might expect.
Okay.
I don't really blame the Sentinelese. If someone showed up in my doorstep trying to convert me, I'd probably shoot them with a bow and arrow as well.
I mean, I've come to your house and talked to you about religion before. Why am I not dead?
Yeah,
you know what?
Not in a way to convert me.
Okay.
Yeah, but Ben, you don't carry numerous disease, so they don't have the herd protection.
Herd immunity.
Yes, there we go. That's the word.
I mean,
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't know how much they might know about it, but it's very possible that John Allen Chell, that's his name, might have infected the islanders with diseases they have no immunity to.
Oh, so even in that short amount of time, they could be like screwed?
Yeah, they could.
That's
part of the reason why it's illegal to go within 3 to 5 miles of the island.
Huh.
Because the Indian government don't want people to go over there, not just because the people visiting might get killed, but also because they don't want the natives to get sick.
Gotcha. So, why did this interest you so much? Just curious? Like, this is cool, don't get me wrong. Like, it's really cool, but it's just kind of random. Then again,
It's,
knowing you.
Well, when I first heard about them, I was like really intrigued because I knew nothing about them.
Right. It is really
And so
interesting.
I wanted to learn more. There are estimates that say they've been living on the island for about 55,000 years.
Wow. And
Yeah.
practically uncontacted, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The first contact attempt ended with 4 traumatized children being returned to the island.
Oh no. That's...
Yeah. A British naval officer captured about 6 people, including those 4 children. The adults died, likely from disease.
Okay.
He tried to placate the children with gifts, but because of cultural differences, the children might not have known that they were gifts. There was no way to actually tell them. because
Right,
of
because they have a different language.
yeah, completely different actually. There's it's as far as I know, that might be slightly similar to the languages of other islanders nearby, but it doesn't seem like it is.
Ah, gotcha.
So
Jack,
there's hi.
have you seen it's on Netflix, The First Contact, Lost Tribe of the Amazon? It goes a great in depth about the lost tribes in the Amazon who a name I cannot pronounce, but it talks about a lot of stuff. You might be interested in it.
Maybe I might.
You might have to give me your Netflix information. I'll go watch it.
All right.
I'll go watch it too. I mean, this is really cool stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Anything else on that subject? Any other cool information?
Not too much. National Geographic tried to film a documentary there.
I'm guessing that didn't end well for them either.
No, the director got shot in the thigh. But there was actually the first time the Islanders ever accepted any gifts. The team left a plastic car, some coconuts, a pig, a doll, and aluminum cookware. They killed and buried the pig and the doll. I have no idea what happened to the car, but they took the coconuts and the cookware.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Furthermore, they also, even though they can't make it themselves because their technology is pretty comparable to Stone Age level. But
your microphone is breaking. Give it just a second.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Their technology is comparable to Stone Age levels, but despite that, they recognize the value of metal, and they sometimes scavenge it and use it to make tools and weapons.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I'm still kind of hung up on the director got shot in the thigh. Let's be honest here. Some of these Hollywood directors, if you know you can get away with it. I am?
You're
Okay.
cutting
They
out.
love to shoot people below the waist, it seems.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, some of these Hollywood directors, if you had the opportunity to shoot them in the thigh without getting in any trouble, would you do it? Some of these directors, not all of them, some of them are good, but some of these Hollywood directors, I mean.
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
Michael Bay, for instance.
No, Michael Bay is awesome. He makes explosions.
Cool guys, do not look at explosion. Just turn away, man, and be cool about it.
Gotcha.
Cool guys need to make explosions.
I don't know.
Explosions will just appear around them.
You know, I don't know what is wrong with you, Jack. Okay, anyways, moving into the gaming side of things. There's a new champion in League of Legends. Her name is Nico. She is based off of a chameleon. She's the champion for she's a champion for when you can't afford any skins, so you copy your teammates for them, because what she does is she for those of you who have played, kind of how Kindred and Rengar both get the little sidebar with the enemy champions, little portraits. She has that, but it's your allies, and you can turn into your allies and look exactly like them until you take damage or cast a non-auto attack ability.
Zoroark.
Yeah, kind of like Zoroark, the Pokemon. She is a AP champion, played in the jungle. It's where she was designed for, although she could probably be played mid lane and support. Possibly top lane, I don't know. But regardless, she looks to be a lot of fun. Nathan, you play League. What are your thoughts?
I'm hype for the ability to have two shins, one game. That's all that matters here.
You know what? I'm hyped for the ability to have 5 Shakos in one shot. By the way, one of her abilities is she can clone herself. So whatever form she's in. So let's say you have a Shako. You can have her. She clones Shako. She clones herself, which also looks like Shako. And then Shako clones himself. So 4, not 5. Sorry. I did play her on the PvE a little bit. She's kind of weird. Of course, because she's on the PvE and she's not live yet, she's extremely overtuned, or she was when I played her. They've probably fixed her since. But I think she's going to be a good champion. Nathan, what do you think?
We'll see.
We'll see. Jack,
I
you
can
don't.
see her being like Zoe or Zed. Takes a lot of skills, but everyone thinks they're great at them.
Yeah, I can kind of see that as well. Um, that's like I said, she plays weird. She has like a half a second stun for the first two, or half a second root for the first two targets hit, but after that it's like 2 or 3 seconds, which is really strange because it's kind of like trying to bounce a Lux Q. I don't know. Jack, do you have anything to say about Nico? I know you don't play.
I had something, but I can't remember it.
If it comes back to you before we get off the subject of League, go ahead and just throw it in. So, like I said, while we're on
Probably
this,
won't remember it.
it's all right. So while we're on the subject of League, the season 9 preseason is live, and I play with.
Oh, I think I got it now.
Go ahead.
Knowing Riot, I doubt they'll be able to tune her correctly for the first month.
Actually, Riot here lately has been doing a really good job of tuning their champions fairly quickly.
That's what they want you to think.
Look, Zoe is an exception, and Dalton's not here, and he meant to say it last week, but I'll do it for him. Dalton, I got you, bro. Can we just delete Zoe from the game? Like, she's
I don't have a
so.
problem with Zoe. She's not a problem, dude.
Zoe is very much a problem when you're a tank. Like, because you get hit with one E and you're dead. It's simple as that.
No, play a tank.
Don't get hit. Get good.
Okay, I've been doing better lately about
Like,
not
everyone,
getting hit.
like my hero devils say, everyone else is trash. Get good.
Okay. So moving into the season 9 preseason, the number one thing that really, I'm going to say this for Dalton, that really annoys Dalton. I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't seem like anybody else I play with has a problem with it. But they nerfed teleport again. They decreased the cast time. So instead of 4.5 seconds, it's now 4 seconds. But they also made it where you can't cancel it. So once you click that teleport button, you're going there. You can't cancel it unless you get CC'd. There's nothing you can do.
Is it really a nerf if it also includes the buff?
Yes, it is, because as Dalton said, teleport is to be used not just as transportation, but also to put pressure. So the ability to start your teleport cast and then cancel it right before it ends just to get the enemy to back off, which also refunds, I think it refunds half the cooldown, although that's still a 3-minute cooldown almost.
Refunded 200 seconds, I believe.
Refunded 200 seconds, so yeah, there's still 300 seconds left on it because it's a 500-second cooldown, which is insane. Anyways, just being able to put pressure in a different lane, have the enemy back off, or have them overcommit and die for it, and getting your teleport back fairly quickly is like it's really helpful. The cast time decrease, the only thing that really helps, you can get there faster, or Dalton used it the other game yesterday. He was getting 2v1'd as NASA's top, and he teleported away. I mean, he still died because of Ignite, but he teleported away, and if they had not ignited him, he would have survived.
But also, when you're playing bot lane, 4 seconds is a very short amount of time if you're at their tower.
Yes, it is.
If they drop a ward in the bush closest to your tower, you're in trouble.
Yeah, that is another buff, I guess, to it, because that extra half a second could mean the difference between getting a tower and having to push back again. I've seen Nathan and Elijah cap towers.
So now I wonder if CC still has changes it. Back before, you can lock someone out of their teleport.
I don't
run the cooldown. So I wonder if it would be a wasted summoner this time or what.
I don't know. I didn't see. I was not paying attention when Dalton teleported away. He was against the Xin Zhao and Alawi, and both of them have hard CC. Or Alawi doesn't, but Xin Zhao has hard CC. I don't know if Xin Zhao just didn't get a chance to knock him out, or if it doesn't cancel. I don't know. If it doesn't cancel, I'm running teleport every time I go top lane, because I just want to get out there sometimes. But if it still cancels it, but doesn't refund cooldown, that's kind of BS. But another change that I do not like is the Dark Harvest rework. It's so broken. It does 50%. It does bonus damage after hitting a champion when they're below 50%, and that bonus damage only applies to champions below 50%. So the stacks stacks give you more stacks, but it also makes you hurt more. So, you get 25 stacks and you're one-shotting people with abilities that have no business one-shotting people.
4.
Yeah, Jin, 4. There's tower changes, which I really like the tower changes. They gave the towers bonus armor and magic resist. They also, instead of having 1 health bar, they technically have 5. For the first 14 minutes of the game. I hear Jack. The health bars are 1/5 of the normal health bar. So it does still have 1 big health bar, but it's separated into 5 chunks. After you kill each of the 5 health bars, you get 160 gold, and then if you kill the whole tower, you get 400. That is before 14 minutes. But there is a thing. If you kill for each what are they called? Shields, Nathan?
Yes.
Okay. For each shield that you kill, you get the bonus gold, but it also applies a stacking debuff on the tower that gives it bonus 10% armor and magic resist. I think it's 10%.
But what this is doing is, if you're in a lane who can push and hit that tower, you're getting a lot more gold out of it and shutting down the enemy ADC a lot quicker.
Yes, but it also makes it a lot harder for you to push a tower down in one push, because it gets that stacking debuff. And after coming from me, like, I've played Nasus top into this, and I had my top laner AFK. It still took me about 3 pushes to push the tower over, because that stacking debuff is insane. The debuff does fall off, by the way. I think it's 30 seconds or 20 seconds. I don't remember. But yeah, it does fall off eventually.
You're a debuff.
I am a debuff. So the last thing I want to talk about for League is the bounty system. I've heard so many mixed feelings about this. Nathan, I know, loves it. Dalton hates it. Elijah's fine with it. I used to hate it, but I'm kind of indifferent on it now. Nathan, what are your opinions on it?
I like it. I feel it's pretty balanced. Unless you get gold back, this is punishing people who don't know how to close a game, which is most of bronze, silver, and gold.
Right.
If you can't finish a game, other team's gonna win.
Right.
And also, being a support, it's nice to have a $600 bounty on your head.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You feel important for once.
Yeah. So I did a little bit of deep digging on the bounty system. Apparently, your bounty is not just based on your kills and CS and all that, which, by the way, your bounty is also now based on your CS. But it's not just based on that. It's also based on whether your team is ahead or behind. So, for example, if you're playing, I don't know, let's pick Dalton's main. If you're playing Riven and you go 3-0 and have 100 CS at 10 minutes, which is perfect CS if I'm not mistaken, then you will have a 800 or 900 gold bounty. But if you're playing Riven and you're 0-3 and you still have 100 CS and your team is losing as well, then you may only have a 100 gold bounty. Or if you are 3-0 and have 0 CS and your team is behind or whatever, it's kind of a flex bounty. So teams that are super far ahead have super big bounties. Teams that are super far behind and they just have one player performing extremely well has a lower bounty. That's kind of how it works, which is nice, but it is also it has a kind of a pseudo effect of throwing games back and forth. So like, if somebody on your team does extremely well and your team is behind and the enemy team kills him, he loses his bounty and the enemy team still gains even more. So it does have a kind of a snowball and a back and forth effect, because by the same token, if you kill one of their players and your team is doing bad, you get a crap ton of gold and it throws you back into the game. But gold doesn't fix stupidity, so, Nathan, anything else to say on Season 9 preseason?
Good luck with preseason. Get your MR up and go for Challenger.
Yeah. I'm not getting Challenger anytime soon, but I'm going to shoot for it. Jack, do you have anything to say?
If you play ranked, maybe you could.
I'm starting to play ranked. I don't like ranked, but I am going to start playing ranked. Jack, do you have anything to say about League in general?
Nope.
Didn't figure. All right, so moving on to Blizzard. This is where Jack and I typically typically can see eye to eye. So Hearthstone and World of Warcraft are really the only two games we have in question here. Not in question, but in mentioning. Hearthstone has the Rusticon's Rumble expansion. I don't play Hearthstone, but I used to, and it looks pretty cool. World of Warcraft has two things. This year is World of Warcraft's 14th anniversary, which is
Warcraft 3 is better.
yeah, I've heard that so much. But yeah, World of Warcraft's 14th anniversary, and they kind of have a new joke thing. I think you only have a couple days left to go cash it in, but if you play World of Warcraft, go cash. You should have something in your mailbox. Go cash that in and spend your 200 gold or your 200 time warp tokens on these goggles at the Stormwind Keep library or at the Orgrimmar or whatever it is. I don't remember. I don't play Horde. Sorry. But yeah.
You used to.
I used to be a Horde. That's right. Now I'm on the Alliance, and I might go back to Horde. I don't know. But anyways, so the goggles turn everybody into corgis. So if you want to see Anduin or Sylvanas or Sourfang or literally everybody as a corgi, go get your
For
goggles.
the Bark Lady.
For the what?
For the Bark Lady.
For the Bark Lady. Oh my god. I hate you so much. Okay. So the other thing with World of Warcraft is the new patch.
Tides of Vengeance.
Yeah, patch 8.1 Tides of Vengeance. It's releasing soon. I don't remember the exact date. But it's got 2 new islands. What are they called? Give me just a second.
I had them up.
Havenswood and
Yorndal.
Yeah. Havenswood and Yorndal. There's the Darkshore Warfront, and there's the new raid, Battle
for Dazar'alor.
Yeah, Battle for Dazar'alor, which is yet another raid on Zandalar. Why do they hate the Alliance so much?
You do know that you're attacking Horde City, right?
Yes, I know we're attacking a Horde city, but why can't we have a raid on our island? I'm just...
You did. You had the Siege of Borealis Mythic Dungeon.
That's not a raid. Anyways, I'm just gonna pretend you didn't say that. By the way,
You're
Jack...
also getting the Crucible of Storms.
Okay, you're right.
And you're the ones that aren't currently in a moral dilemma over their war chief.
I was about to say, I did see stuff on that, because like I said, I don't play Horde. Yeah, Jack is a Horde, I'm an Alliance guy.
Well, no, not really. I don't play that much anymore of Horde.
Okay, oh yeah, that's right, you're in the RP guild, I got you.
Yeah.
So, anyways, oh my god, Nathan.
Yeah, we're not going all over that.
Yeah, no way. Nate, by the way, Nate, we have a cheat sheet that has kind of some of our, like, very basic amounts of our information so we can kind of keep track. Nathan just posted an essay's worth of what's coming in Tides of Vengeance. I was just going to say the big things.
It's there for reference, you know.
It's there for reference, okay.
Most of that is coming in 8.1.5.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what else? Oh my gosh, you're formatting things. Give me just a second. Yeah, there's Dwarf and Blood Elf Heritage Armor, the new Warfront I just said, blah, 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 blah. Character storyline, Sourfang, Tyrande, and Vol'jin. Yeah. There's a lot coming in the new patch, which I am very excited for. Jack, are you very excited for it? Yee. Okay, Nathan, you don't play WoW, but are you excited for it?
I'm excited for the people who do play it.
Yeah, by the way, there's about 4 of us that play League together, me, Dalton, Nathan.
Have you seen the Dark Shore cinematic?
I have not. I've been meaning to.
Oh, you need to. You need to. It's so cool.
Yeah, I'll go watch it. But it's
like a horror movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, there's about 4 of us that play League. Me, Dalton, Nathan, and Elijah, our other friend. Elijah and I play World of Warcraft, and we're mainly the 2 that Nathan talks to. Dalton's too busy talking to other people. Not going to get into that. Dalton, you know who I'm talking about. Love you, buddy. So the last thing we have in
Is it
gaming...
drug dealers?
Do what?
Is it drug dealers?
No, Dalton doesn't talk to drug dealers.
No, it's friends.
It is...
Yeah, it's
yeah.
friend.
His drug dealer friends.
Dalton is not friends with his drug dealers. Dalton doesn't have drug dealers. Dalton doesn't do drugs. Jack, we're not supposed to say these things on the podcast. Come on now. No, but in reality, Dalton does not do drugs that I know of. But back to the gaming side of things. Last thing we have, something Elijah kind of mentioned offhand to me the other day, and I did some more research on it, and it's actually kind of cool. So earlier this year, God of War was voted the best game of the year. And
A bit prematurely.
yeah, a bit prematurely, but it held up to that for a while until here recently. Red Dead Redemption is possibly going to...
Red Dead 2.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 is possibly going to overthrow it. I have not played God of War. I
don't have a PS4.
I don't have a PS4 either. And I have played Red Dead Redemption, not Red Dead Redemption 2. So I do kind of know how the game works, but I unfortunately have not played either of these games. But after hearing what some of my friends who have played both games say, a lot of people are saying God of War still is the best game. A lot of people are saying Red Dead Redemption 2 is pretty good. Jack, thoughts?
I kind of seen a pretty similar reaction to Red Dead as people have had to Witcher 3.
Really, is that good or bad? Because I haven't played Witcher either.
Good, really good. The Witcher 3 was a fantastic game.
Right.
It still is.
Yeah, right. I've seen you on Discord a few times just playing that game, and I was like, should I message it? No, he's on Witcher. Nathan, what are your thoughts on RDR versus GOW?
Red Dead is going to win by landslide.
You said Red Dead's going to win?
First of all, it's beautiful. If you ever play, everything has detail to it. Like, whoever did this game, Rockstar, they spent way too much time on the small thing.
Yeah, I did see that it was
also
super
multiplayer.
high quality.
Come on.
Do what?
As soon as multiplayer release, no one's going to care about Fortnite or anything.
Beard grow.
Don't.
Everybody's going to play rootin' shooting cowboys with their friends online.
You got a point.
Plus your beard grows.
Yeah.
That's another comparison with Witcher 3. Geralt's beard grows in there as well.
Yeah. You're cutting out really bad, by the way.
Yeah, you were too earlier.
Okay, I guess microphone is just... Time to get a new one. Nathan, any other thoughts on RDR versus GOW?
Not that I can think of.
Jack, anything else?
Nope. Other than you should buy Witcher 3 because it's on sale.
Oh, it's on sale? How much is it?
Is it on Steam or what?
It's on sale.
Yeah, Steam. Let me see. Game of the Year edition is on sale for $20.
That's not bad. I might go get it.
You should.
Okay, so that kind of concludes the gaming side of things. I don't have anything else. Do you guys have any other gaming things you want to bring up?
Not really.
Nathan?
I can't think of anything off my head.
Can't either. See, this is why we need Dalton. I hate that he was busy today.
Ooh, the Elder Scrolls franchise is still on Steam right now.
Oh, by the way, can recommend all of
the...
I have played the last 3 Elder Scrolls games, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Love all 3 of them. If you don't have the Elder Scrolls games, go get them. They're amazing.
I have all 3.
There's 5.
Yeah, I meant all 3 of the modern ones.
Are we counting online in the VR experience?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not counting ESO. ESO is good too. So I've heard. I have not played ESO.
I've looked at because only Elder Scroll games I run on Mac, but I'll need another RPG, MMORPG.
Hashtag get a PC.
Hashtag you're not wrong.
I know I'm not. Anyways, so
What's VR on hashtags?
I don't know.
Hashtag.
Hashtag. Anyways.
Hashtag hash browns. Hashtag.
You know what? Hash browns are awesome.
They are. Depends on the type, though.
Oh, let's kind of do that. So, I know what you're talking about. You mean the kind of the what you have described in the past as the mess of potatoes, and then the nice,
Yeah.
well-formed ones. What is your favorite, Jack? I know your answer.
The McDonald's shaped ones.
The well-formed ones. I'm on the
Yeah.
other side of the spectrum. I love the mess because I
The oversized tater tots.
You know what? I'm the wild card here. I like the Southern style, which is cubed potatoes. About
Ooh.
a centimeter in size.
I've seen those. I've had those. By the way,
So
all
much
of us are
better.
from the South. Jack's from
Fry them
Louisiana.
in a little bacon grease, and you're in heaven, dog.
Yeah. Jack is from Louisiana. He doesn't live there now. Nathan and I are both from Arkansas. So we have Southern food like this. So we have
I was
three.
born in the swamps.
But is there a bad moon rising?
Is there a what?
Bad moon rising.
Oh my god.
CCR, come on, man. You gotta give CCR some love.
Who?
I don't know you people anymore.
I got it. But
If you
anyways.
need me, I'll leave my trailer.
Nathan, you don't have a trailer. Anyways, so
Trailer home.
Nathan doesn't live in a trailer house. We're not that Southern, Jack. Jeez, man. Anyways, so we all have three different opinions on hash browns. I'm sorry, I love the mess, man. Smothered and covered, just oh, it's so good.
But there's one thing we can all agree on: potatoes are the best.
Potatoes are great.
Yeet.
What do you mean yeet?
Yeet. That's pretty much it.
Are you agreeing or disagreeing?
Yeet is only agree.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeet isn't negative.
Just
Is it
making
yeet
sure.
or be yeeted?
My God.
Yeah, you either yeet or you get yeeted out of the window.
Anyways, so guys, I was talking to Dalton the other day. We were playing League, and as we always do, and Dalton always mentions that he plays League better when he's listening to music. Well, I usually play League better when I'm listening to a podcast or something similar. So my question to you two is, which do you listen to when you play video games? Do you listen to music? Do you listen to podcasts? Are you like me and listen to both depending on the game? What you got?
Neither. I put Netflix up on my phone and just rewatch The Office while I something.
I'm going to count that as podcast because you're listening to people talking instead of singing.
I'm partial to listening to my team when I play League, so
I mean when you're solo queuing or something like that. Because yes, when I'm on with you guys, I don't listen to music.
well, I learned how to play support from Crepo, and his streams would always play Arctic Monkeys. So I have a playlist that's literally just Arctic Monkey.
Nice.
That's all I listen to if I'm playing support.
Nice. So, when I play League, I usually listen to a podcast if I'm solo queuing, or if I am with the guys, I have music on very quietly in the background. But depending on the game, I do listen to either music or podcasts. I listen to podcasts on games where I don't have to think as hard, and like on the actual video game, and I can listen to the podcast and formulate opinions. But when I actually like have to think about the video game I'm playing, I listen to music because music is just background noise to
The
me.
question is, do you listen to your own podcast?
I don't listen to my own podcast. I'm not that
There's
self-centered.
There's only one episode of that so far, anyways.
Yeah, I just listen to it on repeat, man.
So this is groundbreaking. You now have 2 episodes to listen to where you play League.
I know, dude. And they're in a playlist. I'll just put the playlist on repeat and shuffle.
Dude, that's what you should do when you go to bed, man. Just leave that playing when you go to bed.
You know, it's not a bad idea, Nathan. I'm gonna do
If
that.
friends come over, have it playing in your room.
Oh no, I don't have friends come over. I don't.
No, you drag them king and screaming.
Womp, womp, womp.
Jack, you're the only one who would come over to my house. Do you really want me to drag you all the way from where you live to my house?
That'd be a lot
No,
of
yeah, I
dragging.
could hear.
You don't like it there. That's why you're moving. Okay.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah. So speaking of music, what are you guys' favorite either genres or musicians? Jack.
Lately, I've been on big I don't know how they found me kick.
Okay.
It's a two-person band with the bass player from Panic at the Disco, I believe,
Okay.
and the drummer from Let Me Double Check. Yay, dead air.
Are you sure you're not triple checking?
The bassist Dalton Weeks and drummer Ryan Seaman.
Wait, what's his last name?
Seaman.
Nice.
Seaman.
Nice.
Who was in Falling in Reverse.
Ah.
But they just released a new EP. It's about 18 minutes long a few weeks ago.
Right.
It's fantastic. And the music videos are even better.
Nice. So, Jack, what is your favorite genre or musician?
I don't have a favorite genre, but I've been pretty partial to Blue Oyster Cult lately.
So what, Blue Oyster Cult?
Yeah.
But not CCR.
Who?
Man, after this podcast, we gotta have a talk on your music choices, dog.
I mean, this is why I don't talk music around Nathan. By the way, I met Nathan a few summers ago because I was his intern for a little while. And he always would play music. And I asked him one day, what are you playing? What is this? Yeah, for the rest of the day, he was lecturing me on music and music choices.
There's good music. It's just hard to find, man. You have to spread the word. Spread the gospel of music.
You know, there's good
And
music.
If
There's a
your band
lot
doesn't
of...
have a banjo player in it or a fiddle, you're not trying hard enough.
I really want to make it... Never mind. Anyways, so... personally, my favorite genre would be either metal or rock, kind of. I leave it that broad because I do love like heavy metal and power metal and all kinds of other metal as well as different forms of rock. But favorite musician, this is where I get crucified. I do like Five Finger Death Punch and System of a Down, which that's not why I'm getting crucified. But I like Nickelback.
They did nothing wrong.
Exactly.
Look at this photograph.
Okay,
I understand that.
I hate. Okay,
But they did nothing wrong. We just demonized them like Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri is a great guy.
I was about to say, guy did nothing wrong either. Anyways,
He just has frosted tips, which we all know is a sin.
it is a sin.
But besides that, he's a great guy.
But back to Jack. You said photograph. I actually hate that song, and I hate it for a very specific reason. It is a great song. They did a good job with that song, but the internet took that song and memed it to hell. They memed that song so much it's not even a good song anymore, and it pisses me off to listen to.
So basically, you just hate it because it's meme.
Yeah, I hate it because the internet memed that song so much. That's the same reason why I hate All Star. It's a great song, and I still catch myself singing it all the time.
Wait, all Star from Smash Mouth?
Yes, the internet has memed
Okay,
that song.
I would
Zero
go
Star.
to war. That album is hands down the best album there is. It's a beautiful album.
Yep.
And the memes need to chill out because it's
Yep.
a great album.
Yep.
I love Smash Mouth.
The memes just add to the experience.
The
in my
memes don't
opinion.
add to the experience. They take away from the quality.
Nah.
Oh my god.
Embrace the meme.
Okay, Tristan. Gosh.
Embrace it.
By the way, Tristan has a nickname in our Discord. He's the Necro Memer, or he used to. He was the Necro Memer. He brings dead memes back, or he brings old memes back from the dead. Anyways,
Necro meme, sir.
the Necro Memer,
Necro meme, sir.
whatever. So,
Necromancer is just a late healer.
oh my god, I hate that you're correct, but you're correct. So, oh my god, moving off of music. So earlier today, when we were setting up for the podcast, we were formatting the Google Doc that has all of our information in it. My doorbell rang. So I get up. I tell Jack, "Hey, doorbell rang. I'll be right back." So I get up and I walk around all my soundproofing, and I go answer the door, and there's a FedEx guy. I'm like, "What did I order from FedEx?" And he's like, "Is this?" And then he gave the address that's not my address. I was like, "No, who are you looking for?" He said my next door neighbor's name, and I said, "Oh, that's next door." Now, a lot of people, to most people, this sounds like an honest mistake. This happens every time they order something and every time they have pizza delivered. The same guy will come to my door and he will say, "Is this blankety blank?" "No, that's next door." "It's still next door. It was next door last week and the week before that."
See, what I don't get is, you must have a different FedEx guy than I do. My FedEx guy will flag me down in traffic when he has a package for me.
See,
Like, he knows me.
yeah.
If he knows if I have to sign for it, he can drop my parents' house, my work, or my apartment, or leave it at one of the offices.
See, and it's so strange because my FedEx guy will do the same thing. Like he will hide stuff so people don't steal it. Like he will hide stuff on my property and like leave like a note in a specific spot and be like, "Hey, your package is here," or he'll deliver it to my grandmother's house. But he's the same guy who every single time my neighbors order something is like, "Is this the correct address?" "No, that's next door." I don't know. So, Jack, I mentioned earlier that you're selling your house. You've got to have stories of trying to show people the house.
There's one time that people took like 30 minutes to show up.
They were 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
I think I remember that.
They were late because they were eating lunch.
Okay. It's respectable. As a fat kid,
Well,
respectable.
no, it's not.
I'm just kidding.
It's really not.
I'm just giving you a hard time, jeez.
Anyways, there was also another time where people came in right on time, basically, but they spent only 3 minutes looking.
Only 3 minutes?
Only 3 minutes.
Okay, so this is how that conversation must have went. They walked in, yep, this is a house, and they walked out, right?
Pretty much.
Also, by the way, Jack, because of where he lives, he has his house, and behind his house, they also have an apartment.
Yeah.
Did they even look at the apartment?
No. No, I just went out the front door.
So
You must have had hideous drapes.
I don't know.
I was about to say,
why.
I've been to Jack's house. They don't have curtains in his house.
Everyone seems to like that. Everyone else seems to like the house, but these people didn't even make it past the hallway.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Like,
they just
they
gave up on the
peeked in-
house that fast?
They peeked into my room and just left.
Oh.
Was the hallway filled with skeletons by chance?
Not that I'm aware of.
No, but
Okay,
his
well,
Vienna
then
sausage
I
of
don't
a
know.
dog was probably there. You gotta admit, Spike was a wiener dog. She's not a wiener dog anymore. She is now a Vienna sausage. She's almost a basketball. Like she's almost completely lost her cylindrical meat shape. She's almost to the shape of a meatball.
Are you sure you don't have a pet armadillo? Someone swapped
I
your dog
wonder-
for an armadillo.
I wonder that myself sometimes.
It's an armadillo. It's an armadillo.
All I'm saying, corgis with battle armor are the best corgis there is.
You know, I agree. Nathan, I know you've got stories. You live in an apartment complex. Jack and I have kind of our own house, but you live in an apartment complex. You've got to have stories of dealing with random people who are
Not really. Everyone around here kind of knows each other, keep quiet. On the topic of pizza, though, we ordered a pizza maybe the day, I think it was the night before Thanksgiving. We had some friends over, downstairs neighbors and all that. Have a little get together, celebrate Thanksgiving and all that.
yeah.
No, we ordered pizza. So I had a coupon because the last one came late, so it was a free one large topping for Pizza Hut.
So wait. The pizza that you ordered before this was late.
Somewhat. It took an hour, which it's reasonable. That's not crazy, okay? I don't have a problem with pizza taking an hour or so.
Okay.
However, this pizza took 2 hours for us to get.
So
The reason why, they delivered it to the wrong apartment building, the one across from us.
okay.
No call, no nothing when they said that's not our pizza. And they just disappeared until we called them. Like, oh yeah, we have your pizza.
Where did you order from?
Pizza Hut.
That's where my neighbors always order from. Guy show up in a silver car?
No, it was an older white guy, which I've never seen before.
Okay.
Most people who work there, they know that we're kind of regulars.
The guy who delivers to my neighbors is a younger black gentleman. He's really nice.
Oh, I love him. He is great.
You know who I'm talking about? By the way, me and Nathan live in the same town. He lives on the other side of town.
Yeah, I love that dude.
Yeah, he's really nice. It's just kind of slow sometimes.
That way you live out there a little bit. By that I mean like you're a little bit closer to town than I am, I think.
Not really. Oh, yeah, I am. I'm closer to downtown than you are. Never mind. So, speaking of cars and stuff like that, Jack, you don't have your driver's license, but Nathan and I do.
You cut out so much.
I cut out?
Yeah, you just went dead silent for like 2 seconds.
Okay, let me repeat then. Speaking of cars, Jack, you don't have your driver's license, but Nathan and I do. I'm going to admit, I do have a little bit of a road rage problem. I have a lot of a road rage problem.
Go on, coffee.
Don't call me coffee. By the
No, his name is Ben. Ben spilled his coffee, Ben.
by the way, when we were setting up for this episode, I said I'm gonna go get myself a cup of coffee. So Nathan changed my name to Coffee.
I said you're a coffee.
Yeah, Jack said you're a coffee, and then Nathan changed my name to Coffee. And then I went and got my coffee, and I set it down, and I started playing music, and it was like had a lot of bass in it, and I've got a subwoofer sitting on my desk. So when I set my coffee down, it was like full to the brim. I was waiting on it to cool off a little bit so it didn't scald my mouth.
If you don't scald your mouth, then what's the point of coffee?
Flavor?
Just drink it from the pot. Straight
You
from the
know,
pot.
my dad can do that, and it scares the hell out of me. Because he's just
Like black coffee or like hot coffee?
I mean, I drink coffee black usually, but my dad literally will take a cup, take the coffee pitcher, pour himself a cup of scalding hot coffee, then put it in the microwave for a minute and 10 seconds, then take it out and just drink it like nothing happened.
Sounds about right. That's how you're supposed to drink coffee, dude.
Look.
You don't ice it or nothing. Don't put no creamer in it. Just drink.
No, I don't put
black
creamer or
coffee.
anything in it.
Actually, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sipping on a nice espresso ground drip over with some pumpkin pie creamer, pumpkin spice creamer.
See,
I only ever drink cappuccinos.
I can feel the Uggs calling me already.
Oh my gosh. See, I'm lazy, so I've got a coffee maker. We got like a Keurig coffee maker, and all that my mom buys is the like Keurig ones. So I'll use those, but occasionally we'll have a full pot, and I'll just drink black coffee. Like that's usually what I do before I go to college. Crap! I just spilled water on myself. Anyways,
Ben
dadgummit.
Water Ben.
Ben spilled his coffee. Ben spilled his water. Ben, got it.
Ben spilled his Ben.
Ben spilled his Ben. Got it.
I need to go in the kitchen and knock over the trash bin right quick. I need to complete this.
You know what? I got one next to me. Just
Complete the cycle.
There we go.
Did you hear
Ben
that?
spilled his coffee. Ben spilled his water. Ben spilled his bin.
Wonderful.
Now you have changed that to nickname in Discord.
I can't. I'll acronym it, but it won't allow 100 characters in Discord. Anyways, so back to the road rage thing. I do have road rage. There are a few things people do that tick me off, whether I'm in the car with them or I'm on the road with them. I hate when people text and drive, because, you know, there's all these pitches of don't text and drive. Like, do you people not pay attention to that? And and I hate to throw my grandma under the bus, but she will text and drive sometimes. Like,
See, that's my favorite. That's the thing I hate the most. Like, if I'm driving and I see an old person on the phone, it worries me.
It worries me too.
I feel like, you know, someone who's a bit younger, maybe they can pull it off, but no.
I mean, you still shouldn't text and drive.
Yeah, so old people, man. Can't trust old people.
Yeah.
They're shady.
See, some of these old people driving, I don't trust them behind the wheel of the car in general. But
I don't trust you driving in general.
you know, I'm a good driver. I have driven past you so many times. You have? Yes, exactly. You haven't even noticed because
I didn't notice how part would pulled over right in there.
I'm such a good driver. Also, I look for your car while I'm driving, especially on that side of town.
So a lot of my coworkers and friends do that. They look for my car because it's a Montero Mitsubishi. It's not
Yeah.
very common. But there's 3 other ones that are the exact same color as mine in town now.
The only difference is Nathan has fuzzy dice.
I do have fuzzy dice.
So I
The
look for
classics
your
never die.
I look for your fuzzy dice.
Classics never die.
I want fuzzy dice, but I do. I look for Nathan's fuzzy
What
dice
about Mozart?
on a green Montero.
Mozart died.
So did
Did he
Stan.
though, or did he just go to Cuba like everyone else?
I'm not gonna make a Stan Lee joke, but I really want to. Actually, it's not a joke. Anyway,
We all know he's doing the great cameo in the sky right now.
I was about yeah, but so
I'm sure he's got a few filmed.
yeah. R.I.P. But yeah, the texting and driving. So I am gonna throw another one of my friends under the bus because she's like a sister to me.
You're
Allie.
just cutting out.
I'm cutting out. Give me a second. Okay, I am gonna throw another one of my friends under the bus because she's like a sister to me. Allie, please stop texting and driving. Every time I get into her car, she immediately pulls her phone out and she turns on music, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna put it away. No, she starts driving out of the parking lot and onto the side roads, coming from the college, and I'm just like,
See, my biggest problem to me is when I'm driving, I think of something, I want to know the answer then and there. So I'll Google stuff while driving.
see,
Like I'll use the voice keyboard and stuff, but then my other big problem is music. I like music when I'm driving. If I can't find a song I like, I have a problem.
See, yeah, and I've caught myself going like, okay, Google, play, whatever, and then I click it, and then I've caught myself, oh, I just hit my microphone, sorry, but I've caught myself like reading the lyrics, and I almost got into a wreck because I did that, but,
Good job. What was that
Maybe you
about you
should
being
do
a,
that.
what was
What?
that about you being a good driver again?
I am a good driver.
Would you
okay?
like to repeat that, sir?
I am a good driver.
Uh-huh.
That was a one-time thing.
Uh-huh.
It was a one-time thing,
Uh-huh.
and it was a really good song, and I really wanted to not screw up the words. Anyways, so another thing people do that annoys me is turn signals, and it's not just the lack of using it, because I've caught myself just being lazy and not using turn signals. It's the people that will turn their turn signals on. Like if I'm trying to make a right, and these people are coming from my left, and they are going to like turn onto my street that I'm coming off of, they will not turn their blinker on until they get like right on top of me. And then I'm just like, man, if you'd have turned your blinker on 100 or 200 feet ago, I could have already been gone.
See, my thing with that is I don't trust anyone driving.
I don't, well,
They
yeah.
turn their blinkers on. I ain't trusting that until they pull past me.
See,
But
I
also, at the same
kind of,
time, when I drive, I'm a firm believer on your blinkers on before your brake light comes on.
yeah, I do that too. Blinker before brake light. I do that too. And another thing, and especially here in the South, that people do a lot because you run back roads a lot, not having headlights on at night. Like, I don't have a problem with people not having headlights on when it's starting to get dark. Like, if I can still see your car perfectly fine, I don't care if you have headlights on or not. But it's like, especially because it's daylight savings time now, when it's like 6, 7 o'clock at night and it's pitch black and you're just rolling around in your pickup truck with no lights on, like, come on, you're asking for me to hit you.
So I actually found something interesting the other day.
Yeah?
In the state we live in, Arkansas, if you have your windshield wipers on, you have to have your headlights on legally.
Yeah, I know. I learned that too.
I did not know that.
I actually had a police officer friend of mine tell me that.
And also the whole no headlights at night thing. We had a friend in our group who's kind of a ditz, and she got like pulled over twice for not having her headlights on while driving.
Yeah.
So we started naming, calling that stunt after her until one day I accidentally did it.
Oh.
I was parked downtown, which downtown has street
Get
lights
fucked.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Every 100 or so feet, there's a pole with a light on it.
Yeah.
So it's lit up well.
So you can still
I
make
was
out cars.
parked off, checking my phone, and I go to pull off, and I didn't think about my headlights not being on. But sure enough, a cop got me and pulled me over. He just gave me a warning, though.
Well, that was nice of him. I was driving home from a football game one time, and this guy was like in his front yard, like mowing his lawn at dark for some reason, and I just look and I see him like doing his hands like throwing his hands out, like trying to make like flash signals. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I can barely like see him make out the words headlights with his mouth. He's doing this, and I like flick my headlights on and kind of sink my head down. Then he waves and gives me a thumbs up, and I'm just like, oh god, I can't believe I just did that. But I only went for like 20 feet. There's people that'll go for miles with no headlights on.
That's actually a fear of mine. That my headlights are not actually on. Because for a while there, I was driving the old red Jeep, and there was an electrical issue with the headlights.
Oh yeah.
And if I hit a bump just right, my headlights would go off.
Yeah.
Which happened one time when I was like 100 miles from the house, going over to a friend's house at night, and I had no lights. It was pitch black, so I just pulled over and waited till daylight.
That sounds like a horror movie.
See,
But
now
I have a fear of it not being on.
See, so I had a similar thing happen. So, me and Nathan live kind of close to Texas. So my dad did a favor for some people at our church and went and got their car fixed for them. So we go over to Texas to get the car fixed, and we're getting close back to town. We're in Arkansas. We get back close to where we live, and all of a sudden, like, every light in that car, like, because I was driving my dad's Cadillac DeVille, following them, and they were in a Lincoln, something that looked kind of like a DeVille. It's a white car. We're driving down the interstate, and I see the whole, like, car go black. It, like, all the lights inside go out, the headlights go off, and I'm following them. Like, their tail lights go out, and all of a sudden my phone starts ringing, and my dad's like, find the nearest rest stop. I had something go horribly wrong. And this is at like 11 o'clock at night, so we're at a rest stop on the side of the road on the interstate, and like cars are whizzing past us, and my dad's trying to fix the alternator in the...
I've been there, done that.
Yeah, he's trying to fix
the same
it.
Jeep. What happened was I had a little white car named Lucy. Somebody hit it and totaled it out. So in the meantime, while I was waiting for the insurance money to come in, I went and borrowed my grandma's old Jeep, like fixed it up, got running. And then if they replaced the whole electrical system, this is before that.
Right.
Charged a battery, and it made it from where she lives, about 40 minutes away, downtown to where my car was to grab some tools. Then driving back to the apartment, I take the back way, right past my parents' house, and the car just dies. All the lights went out.
Right.
So I just pull on in there with no lights or anything, park it, and that was a mess to fix.
I remember you telling me that a little while back. See, my sister's alternator went out too. But her boyfriend was driving, and he was like freaking out. And he was like,
"Yeah, we're driving, man. It never goes good."
Do what?
Don't freak out. Just drive and act like you belong.
Exactly. See, I don't understand why people just freak out. Anyways, so kind of the last road rage thing that really kind of ticks me off. It's not that bad. People who will sit at gas stations with their bass turned all the way up. It's just like, if I wanted to hear your music, I would ask. And if I wanted my glasses to shake off of my face while I'm pumping gas, I would ask.
See, the thing is, though, as someone who used to have a kicking sound system, you don't think about that when you pull it someplace. You don't think about it, really.
And see, my thing is, I don't have a problem when people are on the interstate or on the highway or even like driving down Main Street or something and they're bumping. That doesn't bother me. It
bothers me a lot.
It doesn't bother me at all. But it's when you like are driving down back roads or not back roads, but you're driving like in a residential area. You're driving past a school. You're stopped. Excuse me. You're stopped somewhere. Hold on, I need water. But yeah, you're stopped somewhere. Somewhere where you're like surrounded by people, like walking around people. Turn your music down. You don't have to turn it off. Just turn it down so that my glasses aren't shaking off of my face while you're sitting there. Or while I'm playing video games and you drive down my street and scare the hell out of me.
What if the bass is Jake's fist in a drop?
I can respect it, but as soon as it drops, you need to turn
that
it down.
bass up. Nah, you can't do that, man. You owe it to the bass to keep going.
I don't
In fact, you owe it to the bass to turn it up if you can.
I don't like that you're right, but you're right.
Back when I had Lucy in that sound system in it, The day I noticed that my bass was too loud, I was driving, and my rearview mirror was just shaking. I'm like, wow, a lot of bass.
See, I did that, and except it wasn't my rear view mirrors, it was my driver and passenger side window. And, like, it started, like, shaking to the point where it shook it down, and I tried to roll it back up, and I, like, watched the window go back up. I'm like, oh, it's dislodging the window.
Oh, Lord.
But, so, I guess the last thing we have to talk about, which Jack brought up earlier when we were getting ready, is YouTube ads that don't apply to you. And I think we can all relate. I have YouTube Red because my ex added me back onto her YouTube Red account. I don't know why. I'm not complaining. But, so I have YouTube Red, so I don't get advertisements, but Jack and Nathan do. So, and I used to. Like, Jack, you got some examples of these ads?
Yes, 2 of them actually. This week I've been getting a lot of mascara ads.
That's fine. That applies to you. Everybody knows you're a cross-dressing cosplayer. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
You cut out so much.
I called you a cross-dressing cosplayer.
I see.
Also, it's not mascara, it's guideline.
My
Gosh,
God.
Mom, get it right.
Guyliner.
Anyways,
It's not a phase, Mom.
and up for a few weeks ago, I've also been getting ads for a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. And various other Nickelodeon shows that I have zero interest in.
Well, hold on. I love Nickelodeon.
Yeah, but,
You know, I'm a '90s kid. I'm a '90s kid, man.
Oh, this took you for a Disney kid, though, Ben.
I've seen like 6 Disney movies.
Miley
in my time.
Cyrus, I can't think of anything else from that era.
Oh, I'm gonna start yelling at you, but my niece is asleep in the next room.
One
And
that
she's
has
like,
like Izzy or Liz or something in it. I can't remember.
I know what you're talking about. I don't like you. No, I was not a Disney kid. I was a Nickelodeon kid. I did see some Disney stuff because my sister was a Disney kid, but oh well.
anyways.
Yeah.
Someone say something.
I was about to say, you stopped me.
Balloons.
I like balloons.
You're a balloon.
Jack, I know you don't have cable now because it's expensive and stupid and pointless, but back when you did have cable, were you because you're also a 90s kid, did you...
Well, not really.
You're an honorary 90s kid. But yeah. Like,
I mean,
were you a
really?
Disney kid or a Nickelodeon kid?
I started Cartoon Network, actually.
You started
But
with
in
Tommy? Not bad.
Back
I
when
started-
Tommy used to come on at 4 p.m., 5 p.m., that was lit.
Yep.
I didn't pay any attention to Tenali. Once they started introducing live action shows, I switched to Disney.
Nice. I was Nickelodeon.
Go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead, Nathan.
On the topic of YouTube ads that don't apply to you, so I run ad blocker almost everything, so I normally don't get ads. When I do, normally they're targeted and they're pretty good ads. I will admit, sometimes I'm thinking about like, besides the occasional ones that are like an hour long you can't skip that you get at 3 a.m.
Why?
It's a thing, I kid you not.
It is a
There'll be
thing.
hour long ads at 3 a.m. that you cannot skip.
I've had them. That's when you just refresh the page and pray.
But
Sometimes
the ad I hate the most on YouTube is an ad for YouTube. Not YouTube Red or anything.
Oh
It's
my
literally just
God.
an ad for YouTube.
I have seen that. They're like, you should check out YouTube while you're watching
I am on YouTube.
YouTube. And I'm just like,
they added a feature where you can like or dislike ads. I basically just dislike every ad that isn't skippable, even if it's 5 seconds long.
wow, that's mean.
Well,
That's
I
like what you
want-
can ask Mascara. Like, we don't know what he likes. Let's try Mascara and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So not just YouTube ads that don't apply to you, but like advertisements that are targeted to you. So I'm not gonna lie, I was making my Christmas list for my family a little while back. Now I go and I Google search a specific brand of underwear because I need new underwear. I'm running low. All my guys out there can feel me. Eventually, you start.
Man, you know you're getting old when you ask for underwear for Christmas.
Dude, I've been asking for.
Or get
underwear.
excited for socks for Christmas.
I have been asking for. I am excited for socks. Okay, I've been asking for both underwear and socks since I was in 8th grade. So,
I can't stand either of them.
do what?
I can't stand either of those.
See,
You know what I can't stand? I hate shoes.
what do you mean?
I don't like shoes.
You don't like
Okay,
wearing?
during the summer, did you know me to ever wear a pair of shoes that wasn't flip?
I was about to say, like I said, I worked for Nathan all summer. Like, all he ever wore was flip flops.
2 summers before that, I went a full summer without putting shoes on.
Wait, you even like?
No, like my entire life was based around where I can not wear shoes at. Get away with it.
Oh, that was before you were working for the tech department.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If I can't set my feet out with minimal effort, I won't wear it.
See, I've seen Jack's wardrobe. It's mostly like sweatpants, basketball shorts, t-shirts, and that's it.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
don't put any effort.
He has like a pair of flip-flops and a pair of Crocs.
They're not Crocs.
Oh, what are they?
They're loafers.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Who wears Crocs?
It's
I know
obvious.
What sane
I know people
person?
who wear Crocs. I know someone who wears camo Crocs religiously. Like
Oh.
anytime he's not at work, he puts camo Crocs on every
Oh,
single time.
who is this? Do I know them?
I can't tell you.
Oh, DM it to me. I gotta know this.
Oh Jesus! I actually almost threw up just there.
Yeah.
Crocs are not bad shoes. They get a lot more hate than they deserve, like
I was
Nickelback.
gonna say, Crocs are not bad shoes, but it's the people that wear camo Crocs. Like, come on.
My
Uh,
sandals broke, and so now I've just been using these loafers. But instead of putting my feet all the way in, I just rested my heels against the back of them,
That
and so
ruins the
now
look.
My
Yeah.
mom does that with her house shoes. I'm just like, ugh.
now they're basically just sandals now,
Yeah.
except not open.
See, I've got a pair of slides, and that's my only easy to put on shoe, and they're American flag $9 Walmart slides, but they're awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I just have random shoes like that. Anyways, so
I have way too many shoes for a dude who doesn't like shoes. That's all I'm saying. Like 9 pairs.
you have 9 pair of shoes. I've got 3.
What
I have
the fuck?
3 dress shoes. Okay, probably more than 9. 3 dress shoes, 3 pairs of boots, my flip flops, and 5 pairs of boots actually, if you count those as boots. Tennis shoes, running shoes.
Actually,
Yeah.
actually,
Well,
I bought a pair of tennis shoes a while ago,
Right.
just a few weeks. I haven't touched them since.
Hmm. Dang.
We know to say if the shoe fits.
Jack doesn't wear it. So, my niece just started crying. So I think we gotta kind of wrap this up. Guys, is there any closing remarks you got?
No.
No, Nathan, no closing remarks.
Potato.
Potato. All right. Well,
Potato.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening to the Bio Break podcast. I've been your host, Ben Knight, and we will see you after the next poll.